probably better than.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
All right, so you guys are reunited now in the admiral's lounge. Sorry.
Zephyr's covered in like cobwebs and just dust and shit. It's just like, yeah. It's like, okay, Zephyr, thanks for joining us, I guess. I mean, there was a easier way of. Anyway, we'll just wait here for you to finish your calls.
All right, so after a few minutes, Admiral Grip returns and it's just like, thank you for pointing out the flaw in our security plan.
You're welcome.
He's like, I have made some inquiries toward Mr. Blasco. I will continue to uncover information about his role in the recent incident involving you. But it would seem that our companies no longer have any business together.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Would you like to make some?
He kind of laughs to himself for a second, and then he's like, "Oh, that was a good joke. Okay, what do you have in mind? What can a small bounty hunting organization offer a gigantic DMC?"
Perhaps you'd
Well,
like to know what your employee was doing?
He says, "I do want to know what my employee was doing. That is why I have asked the police to help me in the matter."
Yes, the police without the actual destination of where he was going.
He says, "Ah, you have the destination coordination. Very well. I would like to know where the package is delivered to."
Well, we're in the business of making money, so how much is that information worth to you?
It was like, 500 credits.
Then
What
I guess
about-
we can take care
what
of it
was it?
ourselves.
What was that?
And I guess we can take care of it ourselves.
Now. I mean, it's easy money. What about the contents of the box? Would you be interested in that?
He says, "I already know what was inside the box."
All right.
He looks at you and he says, "Do you know what was inside the box?"
Of course, I wouldn't be making that insinuation if I didn't. We also happen to have a recording of the man asking Blasco to do his business, which the police do not.
So he's just like, well, I could be interested in that. He looks it over. No.
I wouldn't show him the video.
Yeah, no, but he's just like looking something over. He's just like, I am afraid they don't care so much about that.
Fair enough. We'll take your offer of 500 credits for the destination.
All right. He's like, before I transfer these credits over, I want exclusive rights to it. You sell them to no one else. And you delete the copy of data that you have.
Do you have an NDA you want us to sign as well?
He says, if you believe that would be necessary, I assumed a gentleman's agreement between two businessmen would be good enough.
That was actually an inside joke for Zephyr here, more than anything. Yes, all right. We're happy to make that trade.
Okay.
While we're doing this agreement, I was actually talking mostly about business that a small, versatile group like the Archon Group could do for something for your company, actually.
So he's like, what kind of work would you be capable of doing?
No, we
Obviously, I can
specialize
see that
in
you
non-lethal bounty hunting, mostly.
So he's
And
like,
also
oh, you are
police.
capable of doing non-lethal then.
Yeah, absolutely.
He says, Mr. Mako, are you perhaps more skilled than you are letting on?
Well,
you list yourself as a bounty hunting company, but you seem capable of quickly interrogating targets, eliminating them at both close and long range, there seems to be a psychic among your company, at least one, perhaps more, a computer hacker, and an infiltration specialist. When he, like he points to Zaphod.
Well, I mean, we have a very diverse set of skills, but yes, there is a lot that we can potentially do for you for the right price.
He says, but my question remains: are you more skilled than you are letting on?
I sort of take a drag and I like exhale and I'm like, well, as I said, we specialize in non-lethal bounty hunting. And I smile at him as I do that. But for the right price, we're willing to do some great work.
He's just confused as hell. He's like, okay, I'll tell you what. I have absolutely no need for non-lethal bounty hunting. But occasionally I might have need for a special operations retrieval team. Especially now that my specialist is dead.
Oops.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? You don't need to be so coy about it.
He says, well, I can't talk about it until we have a contract, but sometimes what our specialist needed to do was more than non-lethal.
Well, I mean, we took out your boy.
But it's like, yes, you did take out my boy.
We have no qualms about taking any sort of work. All you need to know is that we're small. We can get a lot of work done, and have no qualms about doing stuff in a particular way.
Someone want to fill in Jim about this super strange mission so far?
Absolutely.
Yes, I do. I totally do.
Okay.
Hey, man.
Hello, guys.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
So what's this super strange mission that we're on?
A lot has happened. At first, we started out in a cafe where we were, delivered the wrong package, and then a guy tried to kill us, but then he forgot that I am a trained murderer and just shot him.
Okay.
He didn't forget. He just didn't know. So
And
basically,
then-
this entire episode has basically been Kai going fucking hard mode on just about every situation that we can possibly be in.
He's killed a lot of people so far.
Mm-hmm.
Then we were kind of captured at the space gap where Mako was taken in by this Archon's Grip, which is another mercenary company. Which
Much
then,
larger than ours.
Then I stealthily jumped on top of their vehicle, found them, snuck into their base using air ducts, and then just came in at the last moment, and now we're getting a job.
So we haven't actually gotten the job yet in the hour and a half you guys have been playing.
Well, we've gotten 20,000 credits.
Well, that's more than something.
Actually, you have 20,500 credits.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kai's missing the part where he attached himself to the top of a space tram and then fell off the back end of it.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds
But
very.
other than that, it was mostly accurate depiction of what's happened so far.
Yep.
No one has anything they'd like to add?
And how much of the company money before the 20,000 have we expended?
None.
Okay.
We were about to buy some lattes, but
That would
And then our waiter got shot.
that
He did, in fact, get shot.
that complicates buying lattes.
yeah, it does. So I guess I turn back to the CEO of Archon's Grip.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, I'm not really the man that organizes a lot of these conferences. I have a person who does a lot of the paperwork for me.
I like how smoothly you're bringing Jefferson into this conversation.
Yeah. It's like, he's not here right now because he's not fond of crawling through air ducts. but I can easily put you in touch with him.
He says, perhaps you'd like to call him here now. We can simply get everyone signed on the charter.
That sounds like a good idea to me. I pull out my phone and I call Jefferson.
You dial the wrong number a couple times because this established you're really bad at this.
Yeah.
So about the fourth time, does he finally get Jefferson's number correct?
Yeah.
It's all in French.
No, I thought
I fixed that.
Peanut reset your phone.
Oh, yeah. No, that was the data pad. It's not in French. It's
Oh,
just
of course.
It's like, Jefferson,
Mako.
we've had an interesting morning. We're going to get a man. He's going to come in a car. He's going to come pick you up. And he's going to bring you here to another PMC.
Okay.
And you're going to negotiate with the leader here about work.
Well, we need more work, so
We do, yes.
this seems like a good plan. I love it when they pick me up.
So I turned to the CEO and I'm like, we're currently staying at Space Dock Sex Station number 1.
So you mean Spaceport, Space Dock, number 1? Yeah, I don't remember what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're staying at the $15 a day hotel.
pretty much, yeah.
Got it. He was like, yes, many of my men frequent that establishment.
Yeah, they have really good basins there.
He's like, I cannot speak as to the quality of their basins.
You should go there one time.
I'm sure they are fine. So, obviously, Jefferson, you get picked up, a car shows up.
Sweet.
Yeah. You show up at the meeting, and he's just like, Mr. Jefferson, Thorn.
Yeah, but you can call me Jefferson.
I am Admiral Grip of the Archon's Grip.
We're going to be formal. Then it's Mr. Thorn. I generally prefer people to call me Jefferson, but
Very well, Jefferson. Please call me Admiral Grip.
Very well, Admiral Grip.
I wish to sign a retainer contract with your organization for specialist retrieval. And then he's like, occasionally it will be non-lethal.
I told them they were non-lethal.
He goes, and I told you I do not believe you.
I can assure you, we are consummate professionals. And
So he, like, while you're saying that, he starts pulling up hollow images, and they're of, like, Zaphod killing people all over the sector. He's won it in, like, 4 different systems.
Jefferson, maybe we should start doing background checks.
yeah, I'm thinking we should be a little, well, too late for that now. He's a valuable member of the team. That being said, as I was saying, we are consummate professionals, and no longer do we engage in lethal activities.
Jefferson, we
Yes.
killed a man this morning.
You did did what?
Well, I
More
didn't.
specifically,
kill
I
him.
killed a man this morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
well.
it was Stefan.
Admiral, I'm sorry for my colleagues, but we will be happy to follow the stipulations of this particular contract if non-lethal behavior is necessary for the completion of said project for you, sir. What's the job specifically, or is it a series of jobs?
He
Since we're on
says,
retainer.
it's retainer. I would pay you 10,000 now, and then 5,000 anytime I need you to complete a mission for the next year.
Are we able to not take the mission if we are busy with others?
So he turns to Jefferson, and he's like, does your friend understand what a retainer is?
No.
Mako, a retainer is when we're basically contractually on
Obligated.
obligation to the admiral.
This is
Oh,
obligated, a French word. It is so beautiful, yes?
Oh. Um,
okay, that makes sense.
Now, Admiral, well, I'm happy to sign a retainer with you on behalf of the Archon Group. Um, I mean, our names are so similar. It's just seems so apropos. But occasionally we have to leave the system, for other jobs. And what if you need us when we're, in another system? What's the timetable in which we have to respond to the jobs that we're on?
He's like, this is sounding less and less like we can do business together, and more like, you are not based off of this world.
We can do business.
Are you sure? It sounds like you are barely capable of performing the business you already do.
No, no, we're more than competent. Don't worry. You have nothing to fear. We're the Archon Group. We've got your back.
Oh, so he like taps a few buttons, and the room he's in, like the back wall that he's standing next to, goes like visible, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Yes, we are the Archon's grip," and you see like the space hangar where there's like a dozen grav tanks being loaded in a rocket shuttle, and there's hundreds of men out there in like formation, drilling and preparing to enter shuttles. It's like that scene in Phantom Menace where they've got like the loaders being loaded of all the droids at the very beginning. maybe he like presses a few buttons and like the Archon grip like martial theme music starts playing over some speakers in the corner of the room. There's lots of drum beats.
That's very impressive.
Like, yes.
How many members in your company?
He's like, well, I cannot share the exact statistics, but and he gestures outside to where there's several hundred people.
You're quite a bit bigger than us.
He's like, yes, yes. And while I find myself in desperate need of a retrieval team, I need one that is prepared to do the job when I need it. The thing about retrieval specialization is when you need someone retrieved, there's typically not a lot of time to waste.
I understand how retrieval works, Admiral. Uh,
He's like, are you sure?
uh,
He's as arrogant space French as possible with you right now. He's
yes.
just his entire posture is like talking down to you.
I'm expecting him to do one of these anytime now, as he taunts me a second time.
No, no, he's far
Um,
too cultured for that.
uh, I would like
Zaphod,
to make a. Could I make a business roll to see if that's a pretty, a year is a pretty long time to be on retainer.
Well, we're also in got that other company that wants us to do work for them as well, which is why, yeah, which is why I'm like, it's probably not a good idea. Maybe ask him if there's something that we can do now instead.
so you guys are talking it over, and he's like, I do not have any immediate need for a retrieval specialist.
Hmm. Yeah, it's the one thing about the Archon group, and I'm sure Jefferson agrees. Uh, we like to be able to go through system to system and work our magic in multiple places, and
He's like, ah, yes, of course,
Which
like a migrating whale.
pretty much, yeah. Uh,
exactly the point about if we're out of the system, what's the deal?
This very well. Rather than put you on retainer, how about when I have need of your services, I will simply inform you and you can bid competitively against other mercenaries.
That
sounds
sounds
pretty
much better.
Right, now I'm flashing to the scene in Star Wars Empire Strikes Back where all the bounty hunters are like lined up and Vader's like, you're all hired. Join me and together we shall find Captain Solo.
No disintegration.
No, I'm talking to you. What was that guy's name?
Boba Fett.
No. It was the lizard guy, right? Like
Boss.
Bosk. Yeah, I knew it was an Isk. Bosk. No disintegration.
I don't remember
Yeah,
that scene. Yeah.
don't worry about it because you're going to be living it sometime in the future.
So here's our card.
So you're handing him a business card.
Yes.
What does it say?
Archon Group. We've got your back.
He hands you a card. It's like Archon script, and it has like a hand gripping a planet, and
Yeah.
it's like Archon script. There's no motto.
We hella tight.
IG88. Why you got a player hate on IG88?
Someone's hating on IG88?
Yeah, man. Someone's player hating on IG88.
All right. Well, I guess we're done here then.
Such a good song, by the way. Why you got a player hate on IG88?
I don't know if I've heard that.
Oh, really? Well, let me send it to you. Hopefully you don't play it over any speakers, but there you go.
No, it played over speakers.
MC Chris. He makes nerdy-ass music.
Nice. Well, I
The-
successfully negotiated us out of a contract, so that was
Yeah, that was great,
a
man.
remarkable failure. A remarkable failure.
All right, so you guys are now sitting in his office, and he's like, "Gentlemen, perhaps you have someplace else to be."
Yes. Yes, we do. Jefferson, how did
Micah?
you... Let's get a ride out of here.
Let's discuss. Yes, what just happened?
So, like, as you guys are leaving the room, two workers come in and start putting the airlock door back in place where Zaphod pulled it off.
Yeah.
Any chance we could negotiate for a ride back to spaceport sex dock number 1, where we're staying?
You could get, what do you call it? You just
Shuttle?
get a taxi. Yeah.
Your transit was so nice in bringing me here to.
Yeah, but that was for business. Now you're not actually working.
I know. I'm trying to score a free ride off of.
It's
him.
it's
that's
okay,
not
Mako.
happening.
It's
So
okay,
you
Jefferson.
got like the pomp and circumstance coming in, but on the way out, they don't give a shit.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Mako,
It's such a weird
Dave,
episode.
what did you how did you get connected to this guy who wanted to keep us as his personal?
We killed his employee.
Oh, that's the person you killed this morning.
Yes.
In the we don't kill people.
Well, I was having a nice conversation with him, and Zaphod blew his stomach off.
Is it like what happened the time we were in that bar with the guy across the table from you and the guns?
Well, he lived, so no.
But was it one of those like tense situations or
It was only tense until we started getting shot at. It was
that would definitely increase the tension in a situation.
yes.
I believe the government here on Purandi? How do you say the name?
Parandi?
Purandi has us already under contract, so hopefully more work
Yes.
soon, so we can fulfill our contractual obligations as we've just lost the contract due to my
Speaking of which,
incompetence.
Jefferson,
Yes.
I've been wanting to talk to you about getting another piece of armor.
Yes.
Yes, I was thinking about acquiring myself some powered an assault suit.
I believe we will soon have the resources for that.
Oh, we have 20,000 credits right here.
Oh, well, then by all means, go crazy. I will.
No, just need to go. Maybe we should.
necessary
We should.
arrangements to have it.
Yeah. purchased and whatnot.
Styled.
Are we able to go back to that armory at any stage, or you
Nope,
said that those
was
cards
a one-time thing.
one-time thing?
Yep.
Maybe
You
we
can
should
pick up
talk.
an assault suit. You can make a business roll. Right now, they're on sale for 18,000 credits.
An assault suit. You asking Mako to make a business roll or me?
Anybody. Whoever's going to be purchasing it.
You're the businessman.
What is the linked attribute to business?
I think in this case it's going to be charisma.
Oh, we haven't been doing that. God damn it. Ugh. Oh, that's our fault.
I have. It's helped me a lot. There's my oh boy.
Okay, yeah. I mean, there's nobody particularly offering anything too much less. There is one guy picked up. He seems kind of shady. He's willing to sell it to you for 12,000, but he wants you to meet him at like outside Spaceport Sex Dock #1.
Oh well, that's fine.
Why do you-
We're staying there.
Why do you even want this assault suit? You can't even use it.
I will be soon.
Hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna go meet with this guy?
Sure, why
Well,
not?
since he's basically going to meet us outside of our hotel,
No,
I-
outside the hotel.
right outside our hotel. That's what I just
Okay.
said.
All right. So, you meet with a guy that's wearing like the space dock worker's outfit. He looks a little bit too clean, you know. He's got no dirt or grime on him. He's completely well shaven,
Sure.
super toned, but not bulky like you would expect someone who spends all day lifting stuff to be.
Hmm.
He's like pretty much just seems out of character, and he's like, "Howdy, friends. I heard you needed something that fell off the back of the truck."
Yes.
Can you confirm exactly what it is you'd like to purchase?
If an assault suit happened to find its way into the general vicinity of Spaceport Sex Dock #1, would
He's like, so to be clear, you'd
drop
like
off
you'd
12,000.
like an assault suit.
that would not offend me now.
He's like, all right,
Or perhaps
just to be
sized-
clear,
Perhaps sized, and I'll give him Mako's particular measurements.
before you do that, he's like, to be clear, you know that purchasing these things are illegal in this world. That's why I'm going to be charging you extra.
Or, 1 second.
But allow me to conference briefly with my associates.
So you see, he's just like, okay, I thought we were doing business. Are we not doing business here? Are you not the man in charge?
I am the man in charge.
Okay.
I'm buying this as a birthday present for one of my staff, and I want to make sure he really wants it before I make him this purchase for his birthday. Expensive gifts are expensive gifts and all that.
Mako, I would rather purchase this since it's going to be corporate expenses. I'd rather purchase it through legitimate means. Even get a second-hand piece of assault armor.
So it's authenticated and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way
So
we won't run into problems
protect-
down the road.
For tax purposes. I agree. Frank.
So what are you saying to him?
So I will go talk to Mako for a moment and come to that consensus and go, so my friend is a little fickle. My staff member's a little fickle about his wish lists for birthday presents. He's decided that he would rather have the money. And so I'm afraid we're going to... I'm really sorry we drug you out here. We will happily compensate you for your taxi expenses to come out here to this part of town. But in terms of our having a...
He's like, are you walking away from this deal?
I'm
Notice his accent's completely changed. He's like, are you walking away from this deal?
I am.
You called me out here. You found me.
I'm buying you out of this deal is what I'm offering to do.
Like, I don't want to buy out of the deal. I want to sell this. I
And
marked you down as being a buyer. I thought you were a big shot. I thought you were in charge.
I am in
Not in
charge.
charge? You're not in charge?
I'm in charge.
You want to buy this thing?
No.
It's just he just
He just-
shakes his head. He's like, I don't like it when people waste my time.
I'm offering to compensate you for your lost time. Would 100 credits do to compensate you for the travel out
He's
here?
like, oh, gee, mister. 100 credits. I've never seen that much money before. He just, like, turns around in disgust and starts to walk away.
Yeah, that guy was shifty as fuck.
Really, Mako? Really?
Yeah. Let's just go. Sorry, guys.
You all right there, Dave?
What are you guys doing now?
Let's go. Let's go talk to.
Let's go talk to our
Lieutenant.
company in the government.
Yeah.
See if we can't.
Yeah.
We have 2 more. I believe we have 2 more jobs to fulfill in order to acquire our ship, and then
That's right.
Then we can get off this planet and go find you a place where we can get you the assault suit through legitimate channels.
We
And-
could also ask him for it too. I mean, yeah.
All right, so I mean, you try to ring him a couple times. Eventually, you get like the customs officers, like office, their headquarters,
Mm.
and they're just like, you know, we don't know who it is you're trying to call. That person doesn't exist. There is no customs officer with our organization.
All right. Well, let's just go down there and see them.
You're going down to the spaceport
Yeah.
customs office.
Customs
Yeah.
officer.
All right, so like you get to the front desk and the guy's like, "Oh, how are you doing today?" He's got like long black hair and there's a samurai top knot, and he's got like the regular uniform of a customs officer on, and he's just like, "Wakarimasen, what can I do for you, gentlemen?"
I have a friend who works here. His name is Customs Officer Leo.
Ah, yes, you called earlier. There is no customs officer Leo with our organization.
I'm pretty sure that's a false statement.
Just
We
kind of raises an eyebrow at you very slightly, and then it goes back down and says, "That is a strange thing to say."
Well, the reason I say that is I start flipping through papers. Our landing or our entry pay. I will find our entry papers from when we landed on this planet. And whoever admitted us gave us our, pass control or whatever, and show that it is in fact Customs Officer Leo that signed said paperwork, or is it not? Because I'm going to operate under the assumption it is until you tell me otherwise.
So
It's
it pulls up the customs officer's number rather than a signature,
Okay.
and it's like some decrepit old guy. He's like, "Oh yes, Customs Officer Larry. He retired last week. I can get you his home phone number." It doesn't look like the same guy at all. Completely different person.
Well, if you could let Customs Officer Leo know that we're looking for him, here's where we can be reached.
He says, "Of course, I'll let Customs Officer Leo know." And so he like takes whatever you give him and like throws it in the trash under his desk. You don't see that, but the camera sees it as it pans around.
Of course.
Is there any way that we can actually like alert our sponsors that we want to talk to them?
Oh yes, you have. So when you guys exit the customs office, there's like a patrol of military policemen waiting for you, and it's a good place to take a break at.
Okay.
So there's like shoremen there that are all like, "Yeah, why don't you come with us, gentlemen?"
Perfect.
I see Dom in the audience. I don't know if he wants to hop in here and join us as well. But we're about to go on break, so we'll find out. Let me load up a 10-minute timer, and we'll talk with Dom, see if he's up for playing some games.
Mm-hmm. All right.
hopefully you're enjoying this session so far. I didn't have a lot of time to plan for it, and it's gone very differently than what I assumed it would go through. And of course, I think Zaphod might kill somebody again.
It's a good chance.
That's just a certainty.
Yeah.
It's the only question is when. When is the only question.
It's a question of who and when, yeah.
I've killed before, and I'll kill again.
God
All right,
damn.
guys, follow, like, subscribe. We'll be back in 10.
Bye.